Hey, it is Adam from Outlier here, still with a couple sick kids, but ready to bring you some Friday NFL Week 7 props. So look, here's a good trend out of the gate. Want to know what that trend is? Fade Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter is stinky, especially in the first half. Falcons have struggled mightily in the first half under Desmond Ritter. They've gone 0-10 against the spread in his career for all first half games. They basically are not even covering this by a touchdown. It's 6.5 points is the average points per game spread that they're failing on this. Points that they've had in the first half under Ritter: 3, 9, 7, 10, 14, 3, 3, 0, 7, and 10. Could you fade him this weekend? Well, I mean, you might want to fade him this weekend, but also I got another trend that you could think about. Divisional road dogs of 3 or less. Currently this season, this system is 3-1 ATS. It's 35-24 ATS since 2020. And this weekend, the Falcons fit that model. They are less than a 3-point favorite, less than a 3-point dog. I'm sorry. And it's a divisional. It's against the Bucks. So you can decide, do you want to back stinky Desmond Ritter or do you want to back this trend, or neither? You could pass, and that's fine. I mentioned road dogs because actually short divisional home dogs, they're just 7, 6, and 1 ATS this season, 3 points or less. So that trend is kind of capturing the folks that are on the road, not the folks that are on home. The road dogs for you former D Generation X fans, the road dog. Everyone knows that old school WWF. All right. So let's get to a prop play or two. I know that another team that stinks is the Giants, but they're playing the Commanders this weekend, who have probably the worst pass defense in the league when you get down into the metrics. They're third worst in passes that have gone 20 yards or more, air yards. They've given up 15% of all their passes are going 20 yards or more against them. They're giving up a 41% completion rate on deep balls, and they've given up 6 TDs. So I'm kind of looking at this Giants roster with Tyrod Taylor at starting quarterback. Who is going to be the guy who I think he might throw to? Darius Slayton, big play. Slayton. Well, first of all, he's had at least a 20-yard bomb against the Commanders in 4 out of 6 games. He had a pretty solid target rate last week. He had a pretty solid reception rate last week. And while Jalen Hyde might be an option, Tyrod Taylor really seemed to look towards Darius Slayton a lot more. This number hasn't come out yet. It's probably going to be around 22, 23, 24. Look, dude, I like it up to 27. I think that he hits one off. We saw this as the way that Drake London was able to win us a ladder last week. So once again, Darius Slayton, longest reception over. When it comes out, it has not come out yet. I think it's because they're still toying with Daniel Jones maybe starting, or it might be Tyrod Taylor. You know what? I like to play either way because I like the way that Darius Slayton gets movement in that area. And another one I'm going to give you is a little bit of a plus money prop here. Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's pretty unguardable. He's pretty amazing. He's come back from the hamstring injury and he's not had a problem dishing out, getting a 100-yard game. So look, his line is set at 90. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but 100 yards is plus 115, so get a little more coin for your bet. So they're going against the Steelers. This is not your grandma's Steelers, especially on the defensive side. They've given up 90 yards to a wide receiver in all but one game, and that one game was the Ravens, and the Ravens don't really have a 90-yard wide receiver. They're 22nd in DVOA to wide receivers 1, 26th in DVOA to wide receiver 2. So look, Puka's at, I think his line's around 60 yards. He might be live. I'm really looking though at Cooper Kupp because I know what I'm getting here. This Steelers team also gives up third most air yards. Bank on it, plus 115. Cooper Kupp, 100 yards. Man, the Steelers team is also giving up 29th in receptions against, 29th in yards against, 5th worst yards per catch. Wow. Tomlin rah-rah spot was 2 weeks ago or off this bye, but I don't like it. So anyway, that kind of wraps it up. Sorry that we didn't have a ton of videos this week. We're going to be back to normal next week. Obviously, I'm a little bit more recovered. But thank you guys for your texts and for your DMs and just, for supporting everything that we're doing. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things. Good luck with your bets. Thanks again.